Okay, the wizard said that if I said the magic word, I'd become the greatest hero on Earth. Shazam! Oh, come on! Hi, I'm Jason Inman, and I love to read comic books. That's why in the week of July 24th, I read all the DC comic books that were published in the world. I'm gonna give each of these comic books a buy it, read it, or skip it rating. But before I get into that, don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com, the comic book website where they know that you love comic books, and we do too. Also, if you like funny web series, go check out Squatch Watchers on Kickstarter, and please donate. Now enough of that jibba jabba, let's get into some reviews. All-Star Western number 22. Yeehaw! Damn, can this book get any better? I don't think it can. Last issue, Jonah Hex came to the future. Now he's in modern-day Gotham City, and he was taken to Arkham Asylum, where he meets one of Arkham's ancestors. You know, he was a partner of Amadeus Arkham in one of the very first issues of this book. And the Arkham thinks he's crazy. He escapes. Batman gets put on the trail. Jonah Hex claims that he made a deal with one of Bruce Wayne's ancestors, so he owns like 30% of the Wayne fortune. And then Jonah Hex, trying to get out of Gotham City, faces down with the mutant gang from The Dark Knight Returns. This is what comic books should be. Great ideas, great action, great art, great setups. I never thought All-Star Western would be one of the best books of the DC New 52, but you know what? It is. Buy this book. Aquaman number 22. Under the sea. Bum, 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 bum. Aquaman's under the sea. Bum, 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 bum. He fights the Ice King of Atlantis. Under the sea. Bum, 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 bum. Mera gets scared and runs away. And the story would be great if it wasn't cliche. Aquaman number 22. Don't buy it, just to skip it. Under the sea. Bum, 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 bum. Batman the Dark Knight number 22. Look at this cover. Isn't it pretty? Don't worry, I'll wait. It's pretty. Great art by Alex Maleev. This book has one of the best Batman hooks for a Batman book I've seen in a long time. Commissioner Gordon rocks into this crime scene and just starts blowing people away. Just kabang, kabang, kabangity. And then Batman swings in and stops him, and you find out that it's Clayface. Whoop! Surprise! M. Night Shyamalan you. He did. Now, this book has a great hook at the beginning. Great start, but then after that, the book just kind of peters down and doesn't really do anything. The end issue just almost seems like it was stopped. Like the editors were just like, no, stop, writer. Don't give us any more story. We got to save it for the next issue. Ha-ha! Now, I would say this would be a buy it if you like watching scenes of Batman petting his dog, but otherwise, this is just a read it. Catwoman number 22. Catwoman now has a science assistant, redheaded ginger, that's named Tesla. And she rides on giant animals and goes underneath the ground like the old 1980 series Beauty and the Beast. This book is reaching in so many different directions that it doesn't quite know the book that it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be a fantasy book. It doesn't know if it wants to be a crime book. It doesn't know if it wants to just be a simple superhero book. This book needs to pick a direction and go with it. It needs to stay with it. I miss the days of Catwoman being a crime book, a caper book. That's when this character works. That's when this character was great. Skip this book. Constantine number 5. Constantine steals the power of Shazam from Billy Batson. That is so badass and kind of dickish at the same way. This book completely turned me around in Constantine. I wasn't really too big about this book. I thought they were just doing it because they canceled Hellblazer. But now, this book turned me around. This is the best Trinity War tie-in. Yes, yeah, spoilers, this is a Trinity War tie-in. Woo! But the power of Shazam, Hellblazer tries to use it. Hellblazer, John Constantine, tries to use it, and he can't quite get it to work, and he starts dying, starts getting old. He gives it the power back to Billy, but it kills him. He dies, and the end of the issue is you see John Constantine is a ghost being attacked by another ghost that he supposedly killed. And this book, with so many ideas and some really good spooky art, has completely sold me on the John Constantine the New 52 book. Buy it, buy it. Don't buy that Keanu Reeves movie. Buy this book. The Flash number 22. If you're a superhero and you have a girl that you kind of like, but you have a girlfriend, give that girl that you kind of like a superhero costume, because that's the best way to make your girlfriend feel jealous. That's pretty much the synopsis of this book, everybody. Iris is being saved by Barry by giving her a costume that supposedly blocks the Speed Force from the evil Reverse Flash, who is just running around killing people that are in the Speed Force. And basically Flash theorizes that the reason the Reverse Flash doesn't come after him is because he's wearing his super speedy costume with all these lightning lines. It's the lightning lines that blocks the villains. No, I'm totally making that up. The lightning lines are just there for decoration, people. That's pretty much the issue. That's it. The Reverse Flash shows up in the last 2 pages and they just punchy, and that's where the issue ends. This is one of those issues that would work better on a trade. It won't really work on its own, so this is a skip it. Green Team, Teen Trillionaires. The only good part about this book is Deathstroke. Otherwise, skip it. Justice League Dark number 22. When we last left our heroes. Oh, Superman, no! Ah! Cover my eyes. I'm the question. That's the Trinity War so far. Basically, this book just has all the other teams of the Justice League re-team with each other and get another configurations of new Justice League. So you have Martian Manhunter working with Batman. You have Wonder Woman working with somebody else over here. You have Superman being like, come on, Martian Manhunter, blah! And they just all get mad at each other and just fighty, 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 fighty. Fighty, 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 fighty. That seems to be all the Trinity War is. Oh man, maybe in trade it'll work out. The art's pretty good, but that's about it. Justice League Dark, which is typically the best Justice League title in the DC Universe, is really bogged down by this Trinity War crossover that didn't need to cross over with it at all. Maybe there's a surprise ending in this Trinity War event, but so far this Trinity War event is leaving me pretty cold and just coming off as a badly plotted Michael Bay movie. Skip it. LARFLEEZE number 2. No! Red Hood and the Outlaws number 22. I feel like I traveled back with this book to the year of 1993. I mean, look at this costume. The art, the styling, everything of this screams of the bad image time period where just like add lines and add pouches and add just crazy stuff because it'll look cool, kids. This book has become so muddled. There are like crazy magic storylines, crazy weird characters, and I don't know why it is going on. And the Red Hood and the Outlaws aren't even together as a team in this book. What is wrong? This book used to be great. It should be fun, zany, full of rage and teenage hormones. Well, not really teenage hormones, but just hormones nonetheless. And that's what made this book unique. Until this book goes back to that, you can skip this trip back to 1993, so skip it. Superman number 22. I will pay Eddie Barrows all of my money to draw Superman for the rest of his life. It is going to happen. And I will also pay Scott Lobdell that same amount of money to write a book called Clark Kent because he has nailed the perfect Clark Kent in the entire DC universe. Clark Kent is just fascinating in this book, and I just want to read it. 22 pages of Clark Kent all the time being awesome. Not just Superman, you know, the heck with that Superman guy. Clark Kent's the real dude. The rest of this book is a big setup for all Hive and Hector Hammond stuff, and we learn that Hive is secretly preparing because Brainiac is coming back to Earth. Brainiac is on his way, and he's mad, and I guess he wants to be all brainy. But since I'm not a big fan of Hector Hammond, I can't really get behind a guy that has a big, huge head and a bad mustache. I wasn't a big fan of the rest of this book, so I would just say read it. Batman Superman number 2. Young Batman and Superman are angry. They're really angry. All they want to do is just punch people and tie people up and just get all angry. This book is good. It is so good that you find out that the heroes last issue were transported to Earth 2 and they meet their older, cooler counterparts, the Batman who has married Catwoman, a Superman who is with Lois Lane, and they've conquered free energy in the world. This book is awesome with great art. I don't want to tell you too much about it because you should run out right now and buy this issue because it's that good. Buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. Superman and Batman being angry, buy it. Talon number 10, a really weird looking Talon Guy, an art shift in the middle of the book, and babe, you think I was born in the darkness. Take back your city. 3 strikes against this book that don't quite work. This character, while a cool character, should have just been a supporting character in the Batman universe and never given his own title, which I feel has never lived up to the great event that Court of Owls was. Skip this. Teen Titans number 22. This is how you learn how to write exposition, kids. In one panel, the first page of the book, Scott Lobdell catches it up with everything in the book and makes it look great with a great looking image. This is how you do it. This issue made me love the Teen Titans. We have Red Robin being his best Tim Drakeus, working through the problems. We have Raven fighting her Trigon father, and it's just great. The team, they come together. They act like kids. They become a team, and then at the end, Kid Flash gets stolen back to the future, and then we learn that Raven is a traitor, and that she is secretly working for her father, Trigon, on Earth. This book is awesome and probably the best issue of Teen Titans in the New 52. Buy this issue. And that's it for all the DC New 52 comic books of July 24. Don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com, the comic book website where they know that you love comic books and we do too. They have some great podcasts. They have some dueling reviews where they review one issue every single week, kind of like this video show. Go check it out, download it off iTunes. It's amazing. And also, I just started a brand new Kickstarter called Squatch Watchers. It's a web series, 5 issues, episodes, whatever you want to call them. It has internet superstar Chuck Testa. It has Superman writer Scott Liddell in it, and it has some great prizes. You can win signed Superman comic books, trade paperbacks, and Teen Titans from Scott Liddell if you donate. Please donate, even if you only give me $1 or leave a comment and say hello. I will thank you eternally. Please leave in the comments what you want me to review next week. Tell me whether you want me to review Breakfast Toast, Image Comics, or IDW, whatever, and I will review it. Put it in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. As always, I am Jason Inman. I love comic books. Please donate to my Kickstarter and be seeing you.
You probably think Bigfoot's a joke. Nope. I'm Chuck Testa, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Gene Shaw. I'm Jerry Ahern, and we are going to find Bigfoot.